Welcome back, everyone. Canada pledges billions in reparations to its Indigenous population, and Haiti dealing with the fallout from an assassination attempt on a high-ranking government official. BNC's Chief Foreign Affairs correspondent Naira Huck has details in today's International Wrap.
Laverne, we're going to start first in Canada, where the federal government has reached a settlement of $31.5 billion with the First Nations community. Now, this is a settlement meant to be reparations for the fact that the Canadian government had taken Indigenous children from their families and put them in many Catholic-run, state-sponsored schools. Many of those children were never seen again until this past summer when those graves were undug. Thousands of children's bones found. These children were killed in state custody, the heritage and history of the community lost. They sued the government. The government has now settled. The majority of that settlement will go directly to the families. There's still a discussion ongoing of exactly when that money will be dispersed, but that is a historic acknowledgement that follows on the heel of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau formally apologizing to the First Nations community. Now, this is an option that the United States can also choose to pursue as we have these conversations about what reparations from the federal government would look like towards the descendants of enslaved Africans. Now, there are several reparations movements at the local level and at the federal level, but so far, money has not been agreed to or reached the pockets of the descendants of enslaved Africans. And over in Haiti and Miami, we have seen now somebody arraigned in court in Miami. This person has admitted to participating in the attack on the palace in Haiti that resulted in the killing of Prime Minister Jovenel Moïse. Now, this individual was a Colombian national, had actually been on his way to Panama, had stopped and made a layover in Miami where he was arrested by the FBI. He has admitted to participating in the killing. It is also known that as a Colombian national, at some point in the past, he was trained in military maneuvers and tactics by U.S. military forces. This is all part of the Reagan-era intervention in Latin America, where U.S. government-sponsored counter-government groups, also many call terrorist groups. That's the training that then came back here to this side of the hemisphere, resulting in the assassination of Prime Minister Jovenel Moïse. Now, there is significant cooperation from law enforcement authorities ongoing, not only on this matter, but on broader narcotics trafficking shutdowns, on gang violence. That's also part of why the United States is now reporting that there was potentially a list in Haiti, in the Prime Minister's possession, of senior political and senior business leaders who were coordinating with gangs. Rumor has it that that may be the list that these assassins were looking for. More still to discover, but the reality in Haiti is still grim, as just this past weekend, the current Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, also had shots fired on him. It is a dangerous state of affairs, and the United States is participating in legal capacity to help support the current government. Reporting from Washington, D.C., I'm Naira Huck for BNC.